Well, we're about to start in a couple of minutes. Just give people a bit of time to come into the workshop proper and settle down. And then we're just going to go straight into movement. I'll obviously talk a little bit as we go, but you don't really need much introduction. I don't know how much or if any of you have done any Tai Chi before, or Qigong, which we'll be doing today. It's energy cultivation movements and warming up. Hi, Sharon. But some of you have certainly seen my videos, I'm told, and so that's why I've actually been invited to the conference. I was surprised anybody watched them at all, but it seems people do enjoy the 20 minutes or half-hour sessions I've been doing the wildlife trusts. I've been teaching and getting to know Tai Chi now for about 25 years. Different forms, different types of Tai Chi and Qigong. And I just enjoy teaching it as well as practicing it in my spare time. And my main benefits that I've had over the years from it are really health benefits, mental and physical. But for me, the really important thing is, whenever possible, to do Tai Chi and these sorts of energy movements, as we might call them, out in nature. For me, I pick up the energy of the environment around me very easily and absorb the energy of nature and all its vibrancy. And we've all done that a little bit, I think, in lockdown. And I think when we do our forms that we're about to do now, it just helps us cultivate that energy. It helps the body permeate all of that energy. And I'm very lucky. I know you're in the Tees Valley. I'm very lucky to live in the Tees Valley still, where I was born. I'm actually just moved to Bowlby. So it's a place by the sea, which is alternately in cloud and in the sun. So you'll probably see a bit of both today, but all sorts of possibilities. The first day we moved here 2 weeks ago, there was peregrine falcon at the end of the garden and barn owl the next night. So it's that sort of place. It's elemental. And it's those elements that we'll be working with in our practice today. The elements, the 5 elements that the Chinese talk about in their medicine, which is very much related to the environment. The air, the metal of the air, the wood of the liver, the water of the kidneys, the earth of the stomach and the digestive system, and the fire of the heart, all together combined through our bodies, and they're really combining with the energy of nature. So let's not say any more. Let's just go straight into movement. So here we go. So I hope you can see me properly there and see my feet. We're going to start as usual by bringing the ankles together, the knees together, sinking the knees a little bit, and then growing up from the pelvis so that your spine elongates upwards. And then just roll the shoulders back. And just for a moment, just place your hands on your tummy and breathe in and expand the tummy, and then breathe out. Bring it back towards the spine. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and out. So this is the breath of life, the cultivation of our breath. Again, so important at the moment. And then expand outwards, breathe in as if we're gathering all of the light above us into the top of our head and stretching up to the sky, and almost as if we're bringing the light down through us. Thinking of the body as being more permeable and open, maybe. We also give a little bow in Tai Chi to give thanks, really, to the universe for however we've come about, that we exist at all. And we open our stance into horse riding stance. So the knees are bent, the back straight, as if we're sitting astride a small pony. And then with our hands just resting on the air in front of us, bringing them up to the shoulders and down again. Breathe in and breathe out. The coordination of breath and movement is really key to all of this. As we recognize the breath mindfully, then it opens up the energy channels inside our body. However you interpret that, it might actually just be your blood vessels in the nervous system, the electromagnetic energy in the body, what the Chinese have called for centuries the qi, and in yogic practice the prana, and the ji, in Japanese practices. So, and then bring the elbows back and push to arms to the earth. It's nice to do this session live rather than a recording, I have to say, even though anything could happen. And breathe in, breathe out. So we just get this nice rhythm of bringing the hands up and opening, expanding the lungs. Breathing in through the nose if you can and out through the mouth. But don't worry too much about the breath. Just be aware of it, coming in and out through the nose and the mouth. Gently moving the hands. And then we're just going to warm our bodies up a little bit to the rest of the movement, moving from the waist, tapping on the gates of life, on the kidneys. You can hear a yellow hammer just starting up in the distance. We've had swifts over this morning. We have skylarks. So moving from Loftus to Bowlby, it's not very far, but I have to say, it feels like a completely different habitat. Move the weight from one leg to the other. Looking over the shoulder. And then bring the foot up, the ankle, as if you're about to trip someone. In the kindest possible way, of course. Monkey posture, this is. Just a nice opening exercise. And then bring the leg back, one and the other, onto the toes. Just easily opening the body to enable us to really work with the energy of our environment and our physicality. And holding a ball, as if you're holding a small beach ball between your palms, just rocking from side to side. Lovely momentum, looking up to your fingertips, and then swimming through the air. So alternate sun and sunshine and thick fog you can probably expect today. That's what it's like up here. The elements all around us, very active. It's a very energetic place to live. And then just allow the arms to go back and forth. And you see me bouncing slightly in my posture, just softening the knees and bouncing, which pushes energy through the body, pumps the blood through the body as well. And then turn the palms up. And now bringing in the nets, as it's called, as if you were fishing, and bringing in the nets, just clawing your fingers a little bit. This is all just activating our energy body, making us just feel vibrant, really. Sometimes that doesn't happen in conferences, and particularly when we're watching and having to be on Zoom. It kills our energy. So getting up every now and again and doing some of this practice. Circle, circle. Tai Chi circles. It really makes a difference if we just do some regular little bits of episodic exercise when we're looking at the computer. So much. And now, one hand across, one hand across. Just moving the waist and the arms follow. So this is the essence of Tai Chi movement, actually. So breathe in one way, breathe out the next. Breathe in, breathe out. You'll hear swallows, they're nesting on the garage. Lovely to discover nature again in a new place. Everything has new significance. And then push the elbows behind us. You can widen your stance a little if you want. Get a little more exercise. Notice the feel of the air between your fingers and on your palms as you move. And then we're going to circle up in a spiral as if we're then holding up the sky with our palms and looking up towards the sky. Doesn't matter if you're indoors. You can imagine the sky and then move the weight from one leg to the other, and then spiral this energy down in front of you, one arm and then the other, and then the palms facing the earth and moving from one side to the other as if you're just skimming the surface of still water. All this by way of warming us up and activating the energy around us. You can hear a skylark now, those of you with sharp ears. Okay, pick it up and do a figure of 8. The infinity sign. And then one hand up, one hand up. Fire hand rising like flames. So we're working through all the elements without even thinking about it, and just enjoying the relaxed movement of it. Soften your shoulders, your arms, let go of any effort. Effortless action. Okay, and then let's just push behind like this. And then stop and just bring your legs a little closer together and just hold this beach ball of light, this golden sun as we might call it, or silver moon, and just relax and just hold, just expand and contract with your breath. Breathe in, expand, breathe out, come back in. Breathe in, breathe out. The bellows breath. You can deepen it a little. Really open the lungs and welcome in all of the oxygen, all of the air. Isn't it great, the connectivity between ourselves and plants? They create just the right amount of oxygen in the air for us to breathe, and we then contribute carbon dioxide back to them. It's a perfect relationship, a synergy of life. And we have to do this today because I'm a bit fed up with the mist. We have to open the clouds. One arm in front of the other, dipping the knees gently. And bring it in. Bring your legs together. Breathe in, gather, breathe out, down. Breathe in and out. Okay, open again. So we're going to our Qigong now. So we're going to do butterfly sweeping. So we just do a little body scan with our fingers close to the body, looping over the head and back down the back and the legs, up again. Breathe in as you rise. Breathe out as you come down. Butterfly sweeping. We've only got about 20 minutes altogether, so we can't really do very much, but what we can do is really activate the body just through these energy cultivation Qigong flows, flowing movement with the breath. So now we come further away from the body and we look up to our hands above the head and extend around the body a wider circle. Again, about 70% effort. You don't have to really force anything. It's one of those things that the less hard you try, the better it actually is. Just make sure the timing's okay. Let's enlarge in our circle and bring the feet out a little and really draw a much deeper and wider circle around ourselves. Butterfly sweep. And we've gone really from a holly blue to a red admiral, I think, now. It might end up being a monarch or a swift even. swooping swift. Or maybe a swooping swallow here. Okay, let's slowly bring it up and then really lean back, open your arms, move your wrists down and dive in. This is the swooping movement. Breathing in, breathing out. So this is something you can easily learn and apply, particularly in the morning. Very beneficial, just to get you up and going. In the evening, 10 minutes twice a day makes a difference. And if you really get into Tai Chi, then just look for a local teacher who you resonate with. The many styles. So pick your style and teacher and then see how you go. And bring it in. Let's just hold and rest the energy a little. Okay, so we haven't got very long. So we're just going to finish off just by doing a little bit of golden sun. So we're just going to circle the movement. Rising up and looking up between your arms, come down to your shoulders and then your back. And straighten your knees and look at the earth. Breathe in. Come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let the light bring it through yourself. Look at the earth. Connecting the earth and the sky through our golden sun Qigong sequence. And we're coming to the end, unfortunately. But I hope this has given you a little taste. And that we meet again, either virtually or in person. And we can do more together. Just bring that in now. Just circle it in. In fact, bring your arms out towards your heart and in. Breathe in. And then push down. Breathe in. Push down. Breathe in. Push down. There's a noisy white throat has just joined us at the end there. Just had to get a word in. The white throat, that's have the last word. So breathe in at 1 month. And coming back down through our whole body and connecting with the whole earth. And we give thanks once more. And thank you for joining me today. I hope that's been a good taste. It's been a bit of a run through, but we will do more, I'm sure. And you can keep watching my postings on the Wildlife Trust sites. I think there are 7 or 8 now. I did one yesterday. 5 animal Qigong we did yesterday. And so please join in and enjoy a bit more energy work. See you next time. Thank you.